That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Warning!
Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Silent.
Show it.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Well, one underlying storyline between these two teams is that the Chiefs head coach, Andy Reid, he knows a lot about Nick Foles, the Jags QB. He drafted the quarterback when he was calling the shots in Philadelphia and later would sign him to Kansas City as a backup in 2016. But Kansas City, they have won the last 4 in this series, including a 30-14 victory a year ago at the time that got the Chiefs to 5-0 on the young season. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Well, throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. And it's caught. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. They'll try and run it with McCoy. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. Mahomes going to throw. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From a yard out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit, thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Foles. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Foles. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance. And
now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
And that's a great example. Ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
13.
Fournette, a first down carry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Now Leonard Fournette. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 yards there and a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light vests.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease anywhere, put his foot in the ground and cut.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as they are now on the board here in the first half. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll run it with McCoy. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Foles. Sharp's got it left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're Pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
Check, go back. We got motion. Back up.
He's going to get it running right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He finds McCoy. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. There's the first NFL catch for the former Georgia Bulldog, Mecole Hardman. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This for his running back, McCoy. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Mahomes now 7 of 10 here in this 1st half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running it.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take it. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Again, it's McCoy. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 16 yards, a first down. So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
25, 23.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one in second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Pick. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Foles. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. T.J. Green with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. Sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 27-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Under. No. Silent.
You go take.
Charlie, 64, weak. Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
They're not ready for this. They still...
Deeper.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
1 yard.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. Mahomes now to throw.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. To throw again on second down. Foles going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, 51 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 24. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll run with Fournette. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Great.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marquise Brown making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that will extend this big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here. They've got his man complete. They give him a gain of 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cheifs. Mecole Hardman with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, a broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Fournette. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun give to Fournette. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Mike's 50. Time to go, night.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a deep ball here hauled in just past the 50. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And again, it's Mahomes. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The Chiefs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Yellow. 180. Hey, 57 colors.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
He's coming. Hey, rip away. We got double up.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Target.
Yellow.
Target.
Now it's Mahomes again. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, 3rd best in the league, and they're going again. Now here's Mahomes. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Wow, talk about a big... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 30.